Hello, David Paul here. It is late in the day, so I hope this comes out okay. So I'm here in the house, and this is what I'm working on at the minute, the house in Portugal. Now, this has taken me about 3 days to get this up. These beams, finding somewhere to sell them. Good place in Penella, anybody needs wood. But the problem is that the lengths of wood are only about a bit over 2 meters long. So, like that. And I saw this sort of thing on a video about a Japanese house. And what the Japanese had done is they'd just laid the wood across like that. And I looked at it and I thought, well, why not? You know, it's just a beam from one point to another. What goes on beyond that can be taken care of the next beam and so on. Because the load has been taken on this concrete beam here. So what am I doing? Well, I'm here in the part of the house that I live in. Life is terrible here at the minute. Absolutely terrible. Rain has come in for about 2 days last week. And I thought, oh my God, this is going to be hell if I don't sort this out. So I got immediately onto this, found the wood. Took me a whole day to get the wood and get it home from Penella at the sawmill. And it's reasonably priced. Those beams of wood there are only €5 a piece, you know. But anyway, the idea is that, as I've said many times, I'm creating a tiny house within the house because it's the only way forward. Otherwise, if it starts to rain in here or it gets cold or whatever, there's nothing I can do. But I can buy a cheap camping fire and install it here and run the pipe out and run it outside as a temporary measure to keep me warm. That's €67. So as soon as I get this all closed in, I'm sorted. Now, if the rain comes in from the top roof and lands on here, it will run off. You might be able to see on camera that the pitch of the roof is all wrong. So I need to jack these up slightly because each tile slopes backwards as they all sit on each other. So as it is, the water is going to run backwards or pool, one of the two. So I need to rectify that. I need to jack that up maybe about 3 more inches, and then that's that sorted. And likewise, in the centre part here, has to be a bit higher. And then it will terminate over there. Where's my finger? On that beam there. This is a substantial room. It's 15.5 feet long and 12 feet wide. So as a tiny house, it's like extra large. If this was a tiny house that you dragged around behind a vehicle, this would be a large tiny house. In fact, it wouldn't even qualify to be called such. So obviously there's a lot of space in it for me. Now I've got this old 3-piece suite, which was donated to me last year, which has been dripped on all winter, and it's spoilt. It's in a right state. And I have a bed over the other side there, up on the top of the roof, and that's been rained on. So everything it's just hellish here. And it's just the start of May. And the weather is a bit overcast, and then this morning it was freezing cold. So I'm hoping and praying that it picks up a bit. But, you know, I'm here till the start of July. And the idea is that once this is all done, and I've still got to concrete that wall up there, work left off last year. Once this is all done, and I get this doorway closed, should be, you know, reasonably snug here. No insulation, so I'll have to have the fire going like crazy and sit next to it. But it'll be acceptable if I come here in the winter time. And although I won't be doing that, I may be here a bit too early in the year, like May, which is sort of half and half, neither hot nor cold. But I can't see me being here in the winter time for a long while yet. So that's the idea, a functional part of the house that I can live in whilst I'm working on the rest of it. And that's it, really. Nothing more to say. I have a video which I'm going to do talking about how you can live in Portugal without getting the visas. That would be for a British person or anyone who gets the 90-day visa. A methodology of, well, a way of living your life, which is something I've had to adapt my life to, because I'm not going to be able to drag over a woman and 4 kids immediately. This is going to be a project. It may take me a couple of years to get them over, if at all. And do I necessarily want to? I don't know. These things are all up in the air because I'm living between the UK, the Philippines and Portugal. Now, the UK, for the moment, the plan is changing to spend 3 months a year in Portugal working on this house, 1 month in the 3 months in Portugal, 1 month in the UK seeing my family, and then the Philippines for the rest of the time, 8 months, and then just repeat that cycle. And if I apply for the D7 visa, I'll apply for it, but I'll put a delay in it so that I don't have to depart to Portugal immediately. Because the problem with that D7 visa is it ties me in, it obligates me to be in Portugal for 6 months and 1 day. And, anything can happen. And I'd be cool with that if I had the woman and the children over here. But I don't think I want to separate myself from them for 6 months and 1 day, just for the purposes of maintaining a visa for a country that I'm not going to live in permanently, if I'm not going to live in it permanently, because I'm not going to be making great plans here, or at least plans that can't be run remotely, if I can't bring my family here. So possibly we'll all apply for a joint visa as a family to come over together. We will see. Things will change immediately. I get back to the Philippines. I'll get involved in projects there, and then I'll, maybe want to live in the Philippines. I don't know. Don't know yet. And the political situation has to settle in Portugal as well, because the immigration rules are all changing. There's a massive queue. So why get involved in that? Wait till it all settles. And then I'll know where I stand. There's potentially a change of government in the UK. And that will affect my pensions, either good or bad, whatever. So everything, not just, Portugal's of them all is the most stable at the minute, but everywhere else things are pretty unstable. So we will see. Anyway, that's it. Jesus be with you.